Hey, you guys. Yes, I'm back. And we're going to talk about Housewives of Atlanta. Let there be light. My throat is a little scratchy. I don't know what's going on. I took this Alka-Seltzer hoping that it'd be better. I don't even have no cough drops. But I'm going to push through it as much as I possibly can. I'm not going to be long-winded because, I don't edit it or nothing like that. So let me just get into it. Okay, the first thing is that Porsha decides that she wants to leave before they go to the new place. She had a heart to heart, we all know. And I love how Nene was being the big sister and letting everybody know she didn't throw nobody under the bus. It wasn't even about nobody. It was about how she was feeling, and she felt like that she needed to go home. Was that the best thing for Portia? Maybe so. Should she? I would have loved for her to stay, to still talk to the women and hash things out, and move past it. But maybe everything happens for a reason. Another thing that really, I want to say, stood out the most was that Tyrone. Don't mention Tyrone, baby. Nene was letting them know, putting it out there because Candy was asking, trying to get to know what was going on because Nene said that was an elephant in the room. Okay, so Sheree assumed that the elephant in the room was Tyrone. But we all know that Tyrone already told Sheree that, you know, there was some kind of pursuing back in the day, but he didn't bite because, according to him, Nene wasn't his type and everything else. But I don't know. But at the same time, Nene was saying that there was nothing between her and Tyrone, and she don't want to bring it up no more. Want them to bring it up because that's Sheree man, and she shut it down completely. So they was like, all right, but she was like, ain't nobody dated or all this other stuff, and they was like, who said anything about a date? And she kind of looked like, yeah, she spoke too soon. So that was something she kept saying. She was married for 20 years, and we like, yeah, but you and Greg had that break too. So did y'all have a break prior to what we knew about it? And you and Tyrone was kind of like you was trying to pursue what was going on, but we know something is fishy right there, and we probably ain't gonna know until Tyrone come home. Two, they was trying to tell Sheree about it and all this other stuff. And Sheree was like, well, she pretty much knew about, like, Nene did know him in the past, and they showed the clips and everything, and she was like, she glad she got her tea, because she kept saying she was getting them Trump chicks, and everything else. And I remember like it was yesterday. But at that time, we all know that Sheree was a little jealous of Nene because Nene was on Apprentice. She was doing her thing, and Sheree was driving off in her old Range Rover. Okay, so there was a lot of jealousy there. And the thing is that from what I know, I just hate that they're not on the same. It's like when they good, they good. When they not, it's really bad. It's just what it is. And Nene, instead of Nene, keeps saying the elephant in the room. You need to say who the elephant in the room is. It's really Kim Zodiac is her name, or however her name is. Kim is the big elephant in the room. And I just feel like that Nene needs to tell Sheree how she feel. But she feel like since she known Sheree for years, like Sheree is like the oldest friend. I mean, well, the oldest person that she knows on the show. And because they used to hang out together, back in the day, their husbands and all this other stuff. So it's kind of interesting to me is that it's Nene trying to wait to let it build up and then let Sheree know or whatever. I don't know, but it doesn't look good. And then the whole point is that Nene feels some type of way slighted because she brought Kim into her house, and it's like, is that a slap in the face or whatever? And I just feel like that, I guess they don't have any beef, but you probably been knowing that Kim don't really care for, Nene anymore. So why would you bring her to her house? And then her daughter is in the back recording, and Nene feel like that Sheree should have told her, which I do believe that she should have. But for some reason, Sheree act like that Kim has something over her head, and she just can't be just open and honest. She want to spill the tea on everything else, but when it comes to Kim, she shuts down. And I really want to know why. What's the real thing behind that? Are they trying to stay as allies? Like, girl, I got your back no matter what. Kim ain't to be trusted, and I just hope that Sheree will open her eyes and her ears to see, because even Stephen Wonder can see that this is a tragic that's going to happen later on, okay? Because I already know it's only time, matter of time. Of course, we know Kim is still not on the trip. Her and Kenya, and maybe it worked out for the best. I mean, because I did miss Kim at all. I like Kenya, but she wasn't missed either. It was just really good. I did like the fact of, how they was helping Sheree get together. They wanted her to take a sexy picture for Tyrone. Okay, and I'm just so glad because she was not open with it. Nene was like, did y'all run this by her? How she feel about it? Because, Nene was coming like, she knows Sheree. Sheree not into all of this or whatever. So, but I liked it because, Marlo was just saying, we just want to have fun. We thought that, you could do this or whatever because you don't take sexy pictures. That's what her and was saying, Cynthia. So Cynthia was the director. Kendra was the photographer. Of course, Marlo was over the fashions. And so, they was trying to get her together and everything else. And Marlo let her wear her stuff. Okay, for the hair, I did like the look. Okay. But it looked like that the coat was wearing her. But you have to remember, Marlo is very tall from what it looked like when her and Nene standing by each other. And Sheree is short like Candy. So the jacket was like swallowing her up. But Marlo was such a good friend. She took off her Gucci belt and put it on Sheree. Gave her her wig and put it on Sheree. Gave her pretty much her whole outfit. And I thought that the idea of it and everything, and like she was saying, she was uncomfortable. But y'all, could y'all get into Eva and Cynthia? Cynthia was like getting her look, and it was cool. But that Eva, baby, she is such a natural. She was bringing me back to America Next Top Model. And I was just really enjoying it because they're both a natural and they both beautiful women. And clearly, Sheree is beautiful, but we know modeling ain't her forte, baby. But they pushed through. They had the good camera. And I think the pictures came out really great for what it's worth. Nene over there trying not to laugh and everything. But I thought in good favor it was fun and cool. Okay, so when they go out to this little Barcelona, I guess, place where they have this ham, old age ham. I don't even know about that. Let me just say, I know about old age cheese and wine. But ham, old age meat, preserved, for quite some time, that was interesting. And it still had the little hoof or whatever they call it, the little feet, little pig feet or whatever. And, they sliced the meat, Nene playing with it. It's like, girl, stop playing with that meat. Like Sheree say, she trying to act like she ain't used to old meat and all this other stuff. Whatever she said, did she say, hey, Greg? I thought, oh, that's shady, but I love the shade. Because every chance that Nene gets, she tries to throw shade on Sheree too. But the part that I really, really enjoyed the most was when they decided to go. Cynthia decides that she wants to have this baptism or whatever. They all plan and everything else, and she doing these sexy little contact things, I guess, to Candy. Candy like, what is really going on? I don't know why she's so fixated on me, this and the other. And you could tell the women had a really good time from the footage they had the night before. They decided to really just turn up and just have girl fun. And I really enjoyed that. I wish we could have saw more footage of that than anything, but they cut it out. It must have been so good because Marlo hip was hurting the next day, and she couldn't figure out why. So they had to remind her, you kept dropping it like it's hot on the floor. So that was cute. So they get to this I guess not so much of a baptism, but I guess a cleansing. And everyone had a white candle. And everyone, which I'm wondering, who picked who names or whatever. That was kind of cute. But the one that I loved the most was out of Eva saying the things about Shamil being that what she did was whack and, immature and all this other stuff. And Shamil was looking down at her like, what? So it was just like, saying something, I guess, nice about someone. If you had a problem with them or whatever. The only person that I know that never really had problems but they still gave each other props, was Sheree. Candy gave Sheree good points, you know, saying nice things about her, but I don't think they ever had any beef. So when it came time for Shamia talking about all this other stuff about Eva, how she's so, I think she said she's educated, she's smart, something beautiful, and she loves her. Shamia, you just met her. Stop the bull, okay? So all along, I really deep down feel like she like Eva more than just a friend, okay? So that was cool to see everybody make up and everything. Nene gets it to whereas she does one for Porsha. And because she was away and everything else, but they weren't worried about Kim and Kenya. And I really felt like that. What if they were there? How would have been? But I just feel like Kenya and Kim would have found some kind of ways to sabotage this trip. So, like I say, everything happens for a reason. Those who were there were supposed to be there. And I'm just waiting for next week because I know it's going to be extra good. So that's all I have for y'all. And stay tuned. I holla.